When the announcement of the state arrests came out, and the number of people arrested ballooned to 13, that was quite significant because that makes it the largest militia group-related arrest since around 2011, when a large number of people were arrested on murder and terrorism-related charges, murder and other charges related to a militia group in Georgia. Michigan is one of the states with the strongest history of connections to the militia movement. A number of the pioneers of the militia movement were in Michigan, and Michigan has produced a number of militia-related crimes, including murder and terrorist plots over the years. Early in the year, the militia movement energized itself over opposition to red flag laws and other proposed gun control measures, in the wake of some of the mass shootings we've had. And that was quickly followed by the pandemic, and the militia movement were among the earliest people opposing measures to combat the pandemic, including lockdowns and other restrictions. And in Michigan, militia groups in Michigan organized one of the very first anti-lockdown protests that the country saw. And then that continued, but was also joined by militia responses to the Black Lives Matter protests that have occurred all around this country over the past several months. Traditionally, the anti-government anger of the militia movement has been directed at the federal government for most of the history of the militia movement. But because the militia movement came out in support of Donald Trump, it's very difficult to be so angry at the federal government if someone you love is at the head of it. It's very easy for them to go after, be angry at someone like Governor Whitmer, because doing so doesn't cross Trump or the federal government. And so the militia movement in 2020 has actually been focusing a lot more on state governments than it historically had in the past.